thought it'd be easier to record this to give you your answer. So I'm just going to walk through this on your DYDX contract. Hold on one sec. Okay, so when I refer to walking down your charts, that means start on the higher time frame and logically walk them down to the lower time frame. If I don't trade by analyzing what's happening on the higher time frame and then walking it down, I feel like I'm trading blind. Um, so we'll start here on the weekly chart, and uh, what I see here is that we came down and we're in a trading range. It formed a base from $2 to 350 on the high side, and we had a breakout recently, November, um, that broke out and then retreated, and never was able to break out again. So that in itself is somewhat bearish in the short term. It's bullish on the big picture, but now what I need to see is a pullback to a support level and for it to hold. Um, so just so you know that's where we're at. We had a big move up, and now we're pulling back. So we're in pullback mode. This is the weekly chart. So let's move on to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, we have that breakout level, which was actually somewhere around 370, and we broke out. We reversed. We came down. We found support. We hit that level again, but this time it could not break that level. So uh, right now, in the big picture, from the weekly to daily, it's somewhat bearish. However, we do have some support that we're running into. We have a downtrend line, we have an uptrend line. But what's happening here is it's consolidating. However, this action, the fact that it went up to that same horizontal resistance level and reversed and consolidating, and now we see a red candle on the daily, that's somewhat bearish. It's not something that I would look to long right this second. So that's the daily. And here's the 4 hour. And again, we have that horizontal level near 370. We have a downtrend line. And this is what you're talking about here. When you say it's confusing, the reason I think you say it's confusing is probably because you never used to analyze multiple time frames. So if you're not used to looking at multiple time frames, yeah, it can be confusing. But the whole point of doing that is so that if you're on the lower time frame and you're here thinking this is a breakout without taking into account all the other stuff that we just walked through and the more important resistance on the higher time frame, then my feeling is you're going to have a very hard time trading, because you're going to think it's a breakout or the market's strong on the lower time frame when in fact it's not. So anyway, we have the downtrend line. Again, this level we tried to break out and it reversed. And however, we're being supported down here. If I was going to long, this is where I would try to long down here. But you taking a breakout on lower time frame and into resistance, uh, usually that's not good risk reward if you're going to be a breakout trader, because you don't have very far to go before it hits major resistance. So this is the 4 hour chart. And now we're at the 1 hour chart, which you did show me. But again, yeah, this is a level, broke out, reversed, and now came back down. Um, if I was going to take breakouts, I'd want the higher time frame to agree with the breakout. I don't want to go against the higher time frame. So that is the reason that we do these walk downs. So that's the 1 hour, and then now we get to your 5 minute. And the actual trade is fine. I mean, if I went long the breakout, I would know I was going counter trend. The higher time frame trend is down, and my target, if you look over to the left, would be the next resistance level, which is this swing low, this swing low, and this swing high. That's a level. So if I was going to go long, I'd try to get long right in here and then target the resistance level, which happens to be very close to the downtrend line up here. So it's no wonder it reversed. You know, breaks out, reverses. Ideally, I mean, if it were me, I'd be shorting. Um, I wouldn't be looking to go long. I'd actually want to go short against this horizontal resistance and play the fade down. Um, but that's just the way I look at things. So hopefully that explains it. If you have any questions, let me know.